Volatility exists in the market and assets are dropping. XRP has dropped from zero point 0.7 levels towards 0.57. What are we doing here? What would be the most likely outcome after this? When the price is still reaching this point of support and the RSI is dropping lower, what should you be looking out for? When the total market cap is still putting that argument of this divergence which exists in the market. The price didn't break to the downside. We're still above that. What does that mean? Bitcoin showed the double bottom possibility. Yes, that's true. But those who went in long after the breakout here, they're getting trapped to the downside here. Why? These are some of the questions which you should answer yourself. And the price action in the recent past would help you to do that. When the price was still close to the local top, I informed the SI family that this was possible, right? And here we are looking at what's happening in the market. So if you do look at the crypto market, you can see some of these assets are starting to run higher. There is a correlated move in few assets. Say ITX is up 21% for the day and it's trying to go in positive for the month. And the month is just starting, right? Here we are 3 days and it's looking good. We had our thought process shared earlier in the SI family, where the thought process was clear and it was at 0.073. Now the price is running higher, it's starting to burst through. Your short-term micro move is here. So the market is showing you a lot more different outlook. When dollar is slowing down, you will see some opportunities evolving in this crypto market. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys get to learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. Right now in the market, you do have a lot of different thought process going on, especially the rate cuts. You're not looking for 3 anymore, and most likely you're not going to see one in June, July horizon, which means a lot of this is going to come another way, which again creates the importance of why you see these kind of whales entering in. And that's like 2,500 plus Bitcoins in 5 days. So the market kind of shows you that they are looking to add as much as possible whenever the price is dropping. So you're literally watching people buying and buying and buying in. They're crazy. Why? They see something in the market which a lot of people are not looking at. More and more capital is entering the crypto market. Yes, it is true that we have things like this, which doesn't look good for the entire crypto market to see they got the green light and the token factory, all of those things which we already know. But the reality of everything would matter with the price action. Because a lot of people here don't really care about the fundamentals. They don't really care about why an asset is running. Because sometimes there is zero fundamentals and some of those would burst, right? That's one of the reasons why you should be looking at the market sentiment as well. Here we are. The resistance level of the Bitcoin dominance is clearly visible. We faked out a couple of times for sure, but we remain below this level of resistance. And now we're forming this trend line. Can we break to the upside? Can we break to the downside? What are the odds? So when you do look at this on a shorter horizon, the pattern formation in front of you may actually look just like this. I agree. I don't deny. But the moment you slowly zoom a little bit out and look at your trend line, things kind of change. A breakout to the downside, a retest, and a rejection. So as of now, it doesn't look that great. So what you would be watching is something like this. Will that break to the upside? Will that break to the downside? So you literally go on to your macro charts. because that's where you actually get to see whether you are getting saturated in that trend or you have a lot more to go. Right now, you do look like it is getting saturated. And that's why when you go to Bitcoin, yeah, this is a short-term chart, agreed. But the trend is looking like this. The moment you zoom out slowly, but for sure you'll have to do that. The moment you come out of that, you see the price is going higher. You see the fact that the price is doing something like this. You are here. So what can you anticipate? The moment the price action kills a lot more levered longs, this is going to be a panic movement in the market. So when you zoom in, you're watching this. There is a lot of odds that last time the RSI dipped into this region, we happened to see the local low in the market. And that was like a 21% drop. So last time for the 4-hour strength to drop this low, it took 21% downside. Or to create that amount of panic, we had to push the price down 21%. This time around, you didn't need that. The market didn't actually take that much. With just 10% drop, the RSI is below that. So there is a lot more panic involved. There's a lot more anticipation of a drop to the downside. People are thinking more and more about this for the halving. This time around, we are all looking for that, are we? If that's true, will the market play by that rule? Will the market give the majority that advanced leg to the upside or an easy path to the downside so that everyone can short the market? Most likely the market is going to go for a surprise factor. What should you look out for? What would that be, right? That's a big question which we are trying to ask ourselves. On a daily, the price is still below the moving average, but you're still here. And that's important to note. Now, as you slowly zoom out on a 3-day chart, you're watching that the moving average is rapidly catching up. With another candle close here, you will actually watch moving average rising steadily to the upside because the price is still above the moving average. And maybe you're going to make a bottom day. Why? Now, we don't have a candle close yet, but as of now, with the data, which you can see in the market, strength has reduced at a time when the price is still moving up. That creates a hidden bullish divergence in the market, which usually signs up for some upside. So on a 3-day chart, the easy part for you, me, and anyone is to look for the direction of the moving average. The moving average is still going to the upside. You go on a weekly, the moving average is to the upside. And you can actually understand the moment the moving average crosses the price moving below the moving average, right? That's negative. That's what you're looking for. And if you do look at that kind of a move in history, you never got that directly. Like, this, if this is your trend, it never crossed the moving average just like that. There has been a consolidation. Remember, there's a weekly chart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, a month of consolidation and then starting to show you big negative signs. Now, if you look at the current area, you can put the same argument like, okay, we got 1, 2, 3 candles consolidating and then one candle here on a weekly negative. So if we do break this below 61, that's a concern. Your range is breaking back to the downside. Agreed. But right now, the odds for that looks lower. Because historically speaking, when Bitcoin do drop, whether it's a micro, whether it's a macro, you get to see these. And that's exactly where I want to take you guys. A lot of people are confused about why XRP is not running higher. When will we see XRP running higher? This is one of the toughest questions everyone is asking. For sure, no one has the perfect answer. But I would like to try and give you one, which I think is true, which I think has the highest odds in this market. Last time when XRP actually started moving up during this phase from that 18 billion cap all the way up to like 100 billion in the cap started when? It started by March. And that local low, which created that signal of I'm going up from that 17, 16 billion, came in late Feb, say mid to late Feb. Now we go in Bitcoin. You want to look for when XRP was doing that, what the hell did Bitcoin show you? And that's important right now because you had these two highs and that was Feb 18 to 20. That's exactly when XRP started showing some heartbeat. Now, what's important there? Bitcoin clearly showed you a negative divergence confirmed on the weekly. That's when XRP started running. And that is something we should all keep in our mind. So XRP did like a 5x after that. So one thing we should ask ourselves is, if in next 30 days, imagine Bitcoin is to create that negative divergence here with the price going a little bit up, maybe 80, maybe 90, I don't know. I'm trying to give you my exact thought process and I'm looking for like 80, 81 maybe as the average. But in any case, there you would be watching this. If that's true, at that point is where I would look for a blow off starting in XRP, just like last time. You started that move, the big move, after Bitcoin gave you the negative divergence. So I want to see this leg. Now, compared to this one, this is very small, but it compounds, right? It compounds a lot because the moment you pick that and put it to the bottom, you actually see a 10x move, not just a 5. And that initial 150% doesn't look that small when it's combined with this. So that is what I want to see here in XRP. I would really like to see this little guy here bouncing off, giving you that 150% move. That would look somewhat like this. If we can run up and we reach about that dollar mark, most likely 1.2, 1.3, and then get that 5x move from there, that's at least some breathing room for a lot of us. Now, if this 30 days does give you something bigger than that, 200%, 300%, whatever it's going to do, as we have seen in the past, like when this guy runs, it can do a 250%. And if it does that 250%, we are about $2 mark. And the next 5x we've been talking about will start after that. But as of now, we are nowhere there. So we're not looking about that. We know there is a possibility. However, we are looking for the conservative movements. The conservative movement would be somewhat like this, $1, $1.20, and a little bit of consolidation, after which you are looking for 5, 6x, a minimum. Yes, it's true last time we didn't have that volume. Yes, it's true we didn't have those exchanges, but we're trying to be conservative. When the price goes up, you'll follow the volume, you will follow all the other indications and take benefit of the right exits. I'll be posting everything which I do in the SI family, especially in the alerts. You'll see when I take a position out, when I add a new position, all of that would be visible in the Telegram alerts. But the key idea here is don't be depressed. I know it's not easy because you would see a lot of other assets doing very well when XRP is still down. But this is what you need to understand. Last time when we started running very late. And that too after the formation of a negative divergence, which is not a good thing, meaning it shows you the top is there, right? You are more or less close to that top. Again, I'm repeating myself here. From that 44,000 to 64,000, that was not a small move. The market can do those kind of volatile leg to the upside, downside. The only problem is if you end up in between trying to catch the downside or the upside, the market would punish you. And that's where you need to take highly educated decision. You shouldn't be just running around in this market. When you go on a weekly on the crypto, the altcoin market, this is what you're looking at. We had $1 trillion. If that kind of a move is coming in and we're still here, last time after such a consolidation, the market went up 7 to 8x, which in this scenario would put the market, say, somewhat like $7 trillion. That's not a small movement. $9 trillion. That's not a small movement. That's a big thing to watch for. Now, say this time we do a little bit less, we come up like 5x, not 7x. That still is $7 trillion. And most likely the dominance is not at 50, it's at 40 or it's at 35. And at that time, you're like 10 trillion plus in the crypto market. The Bitcoin dominance is reducing continuously, altcoins are grinding up continuously, and you're looking for all these. But you do have to understand there is going to be some resistance like this. You extend that, you kind of get a little bit choppy here. You take another level to be super conservative. You will argue, no, I should be looking at 5 trillion. So both the perspective would be there. The market is going to push to the upside. In all these cases, the market has a long way to go. So taking the right decision here requires a lot more education about what you should be watching out for. Because the market usually does not give you that idea, say, easily. Because it doesn't need to do that. Now, we've been going through this market in and out, trying to break things clearly so that you know what you're looking at. In the SI family, that's what we do. Make sure we all understand that. So this retracement back to the macro trend line, that's this line. And what happened? By that time, you reached the local bottom, which was like a 55% downside. So if you are looking for this kind of a downside here, maybe that's not going to come first. There are things to watch in this market. So right now, if you actually plot that, you're somewhat like this. You're looking for a likely bounce. We happen to see somewhat like a retest here with what? That's what you should understand. Because when you do plot this and say we have some upside, people will be confused because the RSI was still going down. No, don't worry. Just take a vertical line, put it near this range so you understand where we were. When you were literally doing that leg, the negative divergence, price was still going to the upside. Not like a nuts rally, but still something decent. And that's where you actually found the negative divergence. As of now, we don't have one. The market faked us out here. We were expecting for the upside and the RSI going down, but it faked out. It went even further high, which was again a surprise factor compared to all the halvings you have seen. And that's something I would like to reiterate to you all. If you are in the market and a lot of you are giving you the halving thought process each and every time, whether it's 2012, April, you're here, whether it's 2016, April, you're here, whether it's 2020, April, you're here, you literally were nowhere near the all-time highs. Right now, you are at the all-time highs. This is the last all-time high, guys. This is the last one. Which means there is something different this time around. So if you are anticipating this kind of a run, something just changed. Because it's not this duration of run which you would be looking at, because the price is already here. Something needs to be cut short, whether it's the time taken or it's the upside, we will watch. But there is a huge difference in the market. Institutions enter the market and they change the structure. If not, the existing algorithms, the family offices, the small guys would make money, not the BlackRocks. So they would play with the market. If you think they won't, let me know in the comment section why you think that. Because everyone would have different thought process. Now guys, if you received value for the time spent here on this channel, smash that like button for me. And if you would like to get these calls on the right time before they start bursting, watch the SI family. You can join there using the link in the description below in YouTube or in the bio on Twitter. You can go to the one-on-one sessions, take benefit of the current opportunity. You all understand this clearly. The moment you're on a monthly chart, you see what exactly is happening in the altcoin market. The altcoin market is showing you something similar. This as an opportunity. You're nowhere near the all-time highs. You're doing this, which means this is the next leg up. I don't think any one of us want to miss that leg. That is where you see 10, 50, 100x run in the altcoins. Not everything would do that for sure. Large cap would be different, small cap would be different. But if you position yourself well enough, you get at least the average. Let's try to do that. So guys, I'll be here on the next video. Bye for now.